Alright, what's good, everyone? Welcome to the very first episode of the Behind the Euphoria, in which I will do whatever has to do with music and makes me happy, and I want to share everything with you guys. As the first video, I was thinking about making a remix because I feel like remixes or making a remix is way easier than making a track from scratch, right? Because you already have like vocals and stuff. I'm sorry, there's like my screen on what is happening is right here. So if I look here, I can edit this. What the fuck am I saying? Okay, it's the first video. I'm trying shit out. Yeah, I'm really excited because I just bought a new laptop because my last one broke. I bought a new controller. Wait, maybe I can show you guys. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it beautiful? Look at that center speed. It's so crazy. It's a tryout. It's a tryout version if it's not nice. But I like it this way. I really like it this way. I'm also going to try and integrate a lot of personal quirks of mine because, Euphorian is all about what makes you happy. You should follow what makes you happy, what makes you feel euphoria. And in this world, we are always, or our society tells us to, try to be like the rest and try to fit in. But I'm like the opposite of that. Just be yourself and, show off the little quirks that only you have. And I'm gonna try to integrate those into all these videos. For me, as a way to express myself, but also for you as a way to like see and be like, yeah, he's doing it. Like, why can't I do it? So yeah, remix. Remix. What do we need? First of all, we need the stems of the track. And the stems I get I always get them from Stemroller. It's a really nice application in which you can extract stems from any track. Let me see if I can show you. Maybe I should change this to display capture. Oh, no, 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 no. That's better. That's better. I'm really curious on how this video is gonna turn out. Either way, Stemroller. And for this video, I chose the track "Cry for Me" by The Weeknd because I feel a lot of emotions when I hear the track, and I want to make it more euphorian, if you know what I mean. Okay, so now it's downloading. the, the center shit, I really like it. Now you can see the Euphorian t-shirt. No, show me. I want to show the Euphorian t-shirt. This is the OG, like the OGG, the OGG t-shirt. Yeah, come on, man. Let me show him. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's a first design. It's really nice. Let me show you. Let me show you all the back. Let's see what happens. Like, see? Ah, I love how it follows me. I fucking love it. I have to go to the barber as well. 90%. Oh, we are almost there. If everything is right, you can still see the screen. So first of all, let's change to session view. No, that's arrangement view. Put in the vocals. So normally, if everything's right, then you should hear the vocals. They're warped. First, put them out of warp and listen to the vocals.
I can't feel it. Girl, pick up your phone, I can't believe it. I can feel my spirit slowly leaving.
I swear the emotions I feel with this track,
I can see my
I feel that this is gonna be a banger. Excitement, excitement. Okay, so when you put in the vocals, but why can't I? Now you can still. Okay, nice. You can still. Now you can see. Okay, okay. This is what I want. This is. No, don't see my mails. So then we look up what the keys and the BPM of the track. So Cry for Me, The Weeknd, BPM, tune bets. It's almost always right. 120 BPM. That's slow. I thought it was higher. Okay. Doesn't matter. Let's see how it's gonna turn out. Now it reads the BPM right. So normally, let's put it on 155. Ja. Ja, alsjeblieft. Ik ben nu even bezig. I have to walk my dog. Okay, let's listen.
I can feel it. Girl, pick up your phone, I can't believe it. I can feel my spirit slowly leaving.
Maybe go a little bit
I
slower.
hope that I live life for a reason. But at least you play so when I'm gone. And I hope you cry for me like I cry for
Okay, we'll see. We'll figure out the BPM later. Maybe it's too slow to really make it 155 or 150 even. But 150 for me, it's like the minimum BPM. I like it fast. I like it fast. I need to look at there. There's a camera, motherfucker. So let's get a kick. Let's look here. Drum shots, kicks. First, I make Simpla. It's basically the same as a sampler though, so don't worry about that. Put it in there, and then we put the sample in the simpler. And the reason I do this is because you can always put another sample in the simpler, so that way you can already work on your track before really making your kick. Because the kick is the most important element in a techno track, any techno track. The kick is the most important element. So also if you mix your track, you always mix around your kick. So you choose a certain decibels for your kick, and then you mix the other tracks based off your kick. That's a good way to start out. So for example, now let's put it on min 15. Then we put insert MIDI clip. Now you have a MIDI clip, and now you can use a piano roll to decide how you're gonna do your kick, alright? So always start with C3. C3 is your bass note, and then you just Control D or Command D, and then you listen. Yeah, that's not right. Maybe it's this one. Also not. Let's make it like this. Yeah, this is the right one. I hope you cry for me. And then cry for me. And this is actually how I start the remix. I just. But should I make it like I can always start off like a little like bouncier and then go harder throughout the track. There's so many options, I swear. In the beginning, I'm like, how, like, there's too many options, like, overwhelmed. Then at a certain point, you're like, there are so many options, like, it's just your perspective that changes. I'm really curious on how it's gonna turn out. What is the next step? I'm gonna start arranging the track as I go because I feel like it makes more sense if I do it that way. Like you can also see how I arrange the track, and workflow is very important when you make a creative project of any kind. Your workflow determines like how much inspiration you can integrate into your track. Because when the flow is there, then the ideas flow with how fast you can make the track. I don't know if it makes sense. Find whatever workflow flows the fastest for you. I'm gonna do it like this. Then I duplicate this. I'm gonna put some hi-hats with it. Okay, now I can hear myself way better as well. So let's get some hi-hats with it. I'm gonna try to create some groove with the drums because you always hear like the same structure nowadays. It's like kick, 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 and then you have like hi-hats up, and then you have like clap, but I'm gonna try and make it more versatile, more variety. So let's choose a hi-hat. It's a nice one. Let's start this one. Let's also make a sampler first. You know, we never know when you're like, oh now I don't like the hi-hats anymore, and then you can just interchange, like put another sample in there, and then you don't have to place it all over again from the start. Because in Ableton, I know you can in FL you can just replace the sample without using like a simpler or anything, but in Ableton you can't. In Ableton you need to use a simpler. Put it in there. Create another MIDI file. Insert MIDI clip. Then of course you place it. You have to kick. So it's two two beats or one beat after the kick, like this. I think first you can always do it first, like and then rearrange them. Again, just Command T, and normally it should. Yeah, that's right. Now we already have a start, and then maybe make it a little more groovy with making some. bum, bum, bum. This like you can do this in the end. You can do this while you're working, just whatever feels right. And then if you just want to use it again, you use it again. You split the two files. Now they're split. Command E or Control E. Then you just duplicate it again, and now I have already way more groove in the track. Let's, like I said, put some more groove in the hi-hats as well. Something like that. Command E, Command 1, I mean. You can do it in here, make the squares bigger or smaller, because you can also do it in here. So if you're like doing Command 1, 2, and you're like, oh, nothing is changing, usually it's because it's happening on the other side. So, let's make it more interesting. No. Also, no. It's like, how do you know if something is right? All I can say is that it's a feeling. It needs to make you move. And if it doesn't make you move, then change it up. Oh, it's in thirds. Wow, I didn't see that. That makes a lot of sense. I was like, nah, this is not right. You can put your piano roll in thirds. Ooh, you feel it's like, nah, it's like you're dancing and all of a sudden your body says like that's what I have. And if it's like then I know it's not good. That's way better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Always counting fours. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. This way you can never be wrong. Oh, yeah. I'm not breathing. But let's make the vocals a bit nicer. Let's first put some EQing on it. I swear EQ is so important. I cannot stress it enough. If you don't EQ your tracks, that's like the difference between a professional sounding track and an amateur track. Maybe I need to put reverb on it first to know how I want to make it sound. So Valhalla Room. Well, I cry for you. Sounds already way better, right? Those vocals, like this fucking guy, he sings so good. That's also something you can look out for, because I'm going to use my own vocals as well. I already use it in Feel the Euphoria. I was just trying out, pick some words and see what happens, create a vibe with my voice. But I feel like singing is like another level. I took 1 hour of class, 1 hour singing class. I cried for you, yeah. Let's also put an EQ on the kick, and it will also sound way better. Why is there's no sound coming through? Oh, put it on first. Wow, this track. Let's add claps. Don't pick up your phone, I can't believe it. Oh my god. And that's also, for me, it's a way of manifesting. If I'm making a track or I'm playing behind the decks, I'm always like imagining myself playing it for the biggest crowd. And if I can do that and I can put myself in the energy of that version of myself that's doing that, I know I'm one step closer to achieving it. So yeah, let's add some claps or snares. Why is this so loud? Okay, I'm producing quiet. I'm sorry if it's really loud. It's the first video. I'm gonna show you the difference right now, for if you just put your sample in there. Duplicate. I'm gonna give you guys some more dopamine. Let me add the instrumentals or like the bass in there as well. Let's try bass first and let's see what happens. Oh. Huh. Whoa, heavy. I can use those though. I can really use them. Let's mute it first and let's put instrumentals in there. Okay, snares. You hear the snare in the track? I want to use that as well, but I'm gonna make my own. Almost. It's gonna be a banger. I swear it's gonna be a banger. Let's add a MIDI track and let's put the sampler in there again. There's also a way that you can fasten your workflow by making user, how do you say? Like it's called presets, I think. And this way, if you add a MIDI, you automatically put a sampler in it. Also, if you like, oh yeah, that's what it's called, plugin presets. And then you put the preset on your track, and then you have all the plugins that you normally use. But then you don't have to like do it all like this, you know. It ruins your workflow. And like I said, workflow is so important. You can always change up your drums this way. If I'm not mistaken, it's in thirds. I want to start off that way. The way you also already have groove. C3, boom, tap, tap. Control Z, my best friend. That's the one, right? Yes, that's the one. Change it up. Split, duplicate, see what happens. Heavy. I think it's not the same. Am I spacing? No. I can also do it this way. Guess that's the good thing on if you create a MIDI. You can just okay. Why is there no what? It just starts. It doesn't give me okay. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Then you just quantize the motherfucker. Quantize the motherfucker. And then nice. Nice. We're getting somewhere. You know, this is the original sound. But if you pitch it higher, you know, it's subtle. It's more subtle because the frequency is higher. It's less in your face. Yeah. Make it continue, please. Yes, it was nice. It was nice.